Child of Light. Buy, rent, or ignore it. Let's check it out. Beautiful, both in its storyline and in graphics. It's an RPG presented in a storybook bedtime story, basically. And you cannot go wrong with the narrator. The narrator does a beautiful introduction to the story, and you can just get hooked up immediately. It is a simple story covering the journey of Princess Aurora in the world of Lemuria, where it is an harmonized fairy tale. It gives you magical creatures, and surprisingly for this kind of context and narration, good plot twist in a story that is kind of come from a child's bedtime story. In terms of graphics, as I said before, it is using the Rayman Origins engine. The whole context of seeing everything like if it's hand drawn combined with 2D and 3D gives a whole new amazement, colorful and dark ambience to everywhere you go in Lemuria. And it has some creative designs for both main characters and the creatures, although it suffers from Final Fantasy X syndrome where some creatures are redskins, but it's just kind of a nitpick here. Also, the game stands out with its gameplay. It brings base RPG elements to it with levels, skills, crafting, but best of all, it's the uses of the fighting mechanics that it's basically has, as far as I know. It's a spiritual successor to Grandia. It's a turn-based mechanic where it uses speeds and casting. If you ever get hit by casting, your actions will be interrupted, which brings a little bit more of depth to the battle system. It is no longer waiting turns into getting hit and all. It is more about when to precisely defend or attack your foes. It's also a 2D platformer with a minimum of puzzles where you can use Omniculus to choose wherever paths you want to go. And you can also evade or choose your battles on the way. This game is the perfect introduction for the young ones that are getting into RPGs. It has the easy and hard difficulty, and the learning curve is relatively easy. The music is outstanding and memorable. You will feel joyful when you're around the forest or through the winds, and also feel scared and isolated in the deepest darkness of Lemuria. But I gotta admit, at the beginning feel a little bit sad and depressing with that music, but everything feels up to the story and to what happens in the progress of your game. And I said it again, the narration done in this game just really wants to make you to go to bed, tuck yourself, and just listen to the beauty of what is the world of Lemuria. Because Ubisoft making it clear, this is a bedtime story and they nailed it. So, Child of Light, buy it, rent it, or ignore it? Definitely a buy. This game has to be on your collection next to Final Fantasy and Journey. Although it is a little bit shorter because of being an RPG, it is outstanding and you will definitely enjoy it. And also it has a new game plus where you can actually go again, but in a harder difficulty. I recommend you to actually speed up the difficulty and see if you can actually survive this world of Lemuria. And also, if you have ever wondered what would have happened if Nintendo did and actually using Zelda on one of their, games, this is basically Ocarina of Time in a nutshell with Zelda. There, I say it. Overall, I give Child of Light an 8 out of 10. Amazing game. Definitely, if you want, buy it for consoles. PC, you have to actually download the Uplay, but I never had problems with the Uplay, so all the hate has to go. So, PC is another option. Definitely get it on Steam.